Mattel Electronics presents the Intellivision Gamer.
What is going on, guys? Trying something new today. I am live on Intellivision Gamer and also the Retro Gamer. I tried this a while back and it didn't work right. I'm not even sure how to tell if I'm live in both areas. I don't see anything that looks different. So if anyone's in here, please let me know which channel you're watching on. Not that the other one has a lot of viewers, and I didn't plan this out ahead of time. I figured it's only 11 o'clock here. I'll go live for a while, have lunch, spend some time with the wife. I took the day off today, and then I'll go live again after lunch. And then I have my stream that is planned later today. I'm also going to be on DJC's Sprint podcast show later this evening. I think that's 6:30 p.m. Pacific, 9:30 Eastern. We'll be showing off the Sprint console, which I can show mine and talk about it now. I've had it for a while. Videos out, videos done. Console's great. Hope you like the video. And now we can start talking about it. I'm here for all questions to help you guys set up. I'm playing on the Sprint. So I'm doing an extra stream. Are you on my regular channel? I try to go live on both channels, and I didn't plan this. And I know it's early on a weekday, but it's Intellivision Day. I stayed home from work. I was up really late finishing that video. Try to get it as best I could before releasing it. And man, I'm sleepy. Then I couldn't sleep because I was so excited about the video and the Sprint and being able to talk about it. And I knew the video was going live at 5, and I was awake right after 5, just wide awake going, oh man. Then I started answering questions, checking everything. So we're going to play some of the games that are on the Sprint. Let me, got the file structure. I think I've got this set up right. Okay, I can hear myself. I was using a different mic. I had my DJI mic set up, which works really well, and I sound the same no matter where I turn, but I didn't have that on, and I realized I had to hurry up and switch to the old mic that's sitting up here above me. So I need to get over there where I can see the chat. I'm in StreamYard at the moment, or OBS rather. All right, guys. So I am playing on my actual Sprint. I'm usually have a little bit bigger camera than this, but I don't want to get in the way of too much of the gameplay or the menu. And if I crop it in for the game, then it'll be cropped for the menu as well. I suppose I can make two different, the Sprint's all new. I haven't been able to stream it yet. So I'll probably do 2 of them. One for when I'm in the menu, and then another one in OBS for when I'm playing a game. It'll look a little different. I can be a little bigger on camera. So let's go ahead and try a few games. And for those of you that don't know, the Sprint, it's just coming out tomorrow. Some people already have them in hand. I've had mine for a while doing testing and making videos. A lot of my channel is going to be very specific to Sprint for a while. And as they implement changes, I will have videos on the changes and show everyone what they're all about. Or if there's new ways to do things, I'll show you that as well. If you guys have questions on how to properly load your USB sticks, I've got everything you need to know, and I'm glad to help. So just send me a message. If it takes a while or you don't hear a response, better send me another one, because I'm getting so many messages and comments and things. I always answer. So if I don't answer, that means I missed it somehow. And with that many comments coming in from all directions, yeah, sometimes it's hard to keep it caught up. So let's go ahead and welcome everyone in chat. Tofu was here. Savitor's here saying, what the hell? Atari creep. Aren't you live right now? Did you run diagnostics? What processor, RAM, etc.? It runs everything right now. So I ran diagnostics on it at PRGE, and everything's a go. Tutor vision is a thing. Yeah, I was waiting and listening and use. I was getting everything going, but I had to go. It's 11 my time. I'm like, I gotta bounce and do a little bit. I gotta show off the Sprint, and I'm gonna play a little bit. It's only 11 here, and I'm gonna go down and have lunch with the wife after this, and then after lunch, I'm gonna come back on again and then I'll be on starting at 4 p.m. my time, which is still 5 hours away. I'm gonna have a few people on playing games, and then I'm gonna be on with Creeper's gonna be on there as well, DJC's Sprint podcast, and then I'm also gonna be in Mike's Gaming Gala's live stream and anyone else I find. And just like I did last year, I don't know if anyone saw that. I do a playlist for Intellivision Day, and anyone who's streaming, made a video, all that stuff, I try to put all of it in there so people can go in one place and find some Intellivision Day streams. Master MIB, what's going on? Hello, the Intellivision Sprint gamer. Yes, sir. I'm so happy to have this. I feel blessed that I was reached out to and given the opportunity to do videos and test it and suggest things. It's like it's like a dream come true. Intellivision is something I love, retro gaming in general, but Intellivision being number one, that's for sure for me. 6 a.m. here. I know what I'm doing all day. Mine doesn't arrive for a week. Where are you? Are you like oh man, 6 a.m. That mean you're like all the way, is it Hawaii? I can't remember how far back Hawaii goes. It's 11 a.m. here, and I'm on the West Coast, United States. What's going on, Michael? Good to see you. If you guys do not follow Michael on Instagram, you're missing out. He posts so many cool things, all kinds of retro game systems and computers. I highly recommend. Oh boy, is it NT Michael? I can't remember what you're called on Instagram for sure. Luis, what's going on? I really like the Sprint. I mean, I played a lot of it at PRGE. I think I was pretty much living over there at that booth. I mean, I let everyone, if they were there, I let other people try. I didn't want to hog it, but I was talking to the Atari guys, talking to Al, trying out different things. I also played a lot of the Atari games, and I bought a lot of them too. But man, was I all over the Sprint. And I really like it. It's such an amazing console, and it's perfect. It's not a mini. I mean, if you saw my video, I do size comparisons, and you can see it's not that much smaller than the 2609, and it's quite a bit larger than the Intellivision 2. We'll get through these comments. We'll do a little bit of gameplay. I know people are probably going to have a lot of questions about the Sprint. So, oh yeah, Australia. Okay, that makes sense. So I figured I would do some extra streams today because we weren't supposed to release our videos until 8 a.m. tomorrow, and then people started getting them early, and we're like, whoa. So we couldn't release anything for a while, and then it came a day early. So John Hancock has a video, and there's another one. I haven't seen it yet, so I'm not going to say anything, but definitely give John's a watch. He did something I didn't know. I haven't been able to fully watch his yet, but the Atari 7800 controller, and I believe it's this guy right here. Let me go full screen. So this controller right here, I believe these sync up. I mean, obviously you're not going to have a keypad, but if you like that controller, so that made me wonder what else is going to be working. And I reached out to Ben of PlayOn, and we're gonna do some testing. If there's other controllers, I'm gonna have to open. I have several of those. I'm gonna open it up, and I'm gonna start making videos on everything Sprint related. We're gonna try out, that Atari 7800 controller. Whenever new things are implemented, I'm gonna show you guys the old and the new way. We're gonna talk about it in the news. Everything I do is gonna be heavily on the Sprint for a little while now. It's hot, man. It's like you got to talk about it. I'm here to help everyone. If you guys need help with your USB sticks or you have questions, I'm here. Guacamole Paddle Boat Boy. That is a long name. Is this the first Sprint live stream ever in history? Well, I mean, well, yeah, maybe live. I did post videos playing it from PRGE, but those were two prototypes. Those were serial numbers 1 and 2. And that reminds me, let me show you guys tell you guys my serial number. It's 4 zeros. So 00004904. It says Intellivision Sprint, Atari.com, Atari 2025. So I'm not sure where that lies. And I was told mine is, I think Michael was you that told me it's the European box. So I'm a variant collector. I have to have every version of the Sprint. And the ones I bought, I'm assuming are going to be from the States. So I've got the European covered. I'm gonna have to get a hold of all the other versions of the box. That's for sure. Guitar Geo, what's going on? Pick up that controller, get some gaming in. You know I love you. Play on games. The sprint is scheduled for December 29th by Amazon over here. Yeah, different countries are getting it different days. I'm pretty sure it's selling pretty well. David Kent, I got my tracking number this morning. Still no ETA, but using the time to set up my USB stick. Yeah, and if you have a lot of games, which I'm not really ROM oriented. I mean, I buy them all, but I've never really messed around with them too much. I have them all, you know, like I'll show you guys. I have a few things handy here, and a lot of it's for testing purposes, but I have them all, and I have, you know, I do a lot of gameplay testing. There's one of the early ones, the Cuddle Cart 3. I've got a Backbit Pro. I've got the Pi RTO2, and of course, my favorite, the Big Daddy LTO Flash. I have other things as well, but I keep these right here. I do a lot of game testing, product testing, and I just have to have access to them all. But I don't have any real like builds, and that is changing now. I've been busy working and making the sprint videos, which, you know, it doesn't come natural. I'm good at live shows and I'm good at gameplay videos, but, you know, sometimes you'll see like in the segments, it'll be like, all right, let's get into the box. And then the start of the next one is like, all right, let's see what's in the box. I'm like, oh, because you record them at different times and you piece it all together. And I need to get better at those. And the more I do them, I'll get better. But number one, I had my hands on at PRG, and number two, I unboxed one of them. I don't even know if I looked at the one I unboxed at PRGE, but those were number 1 and 2. I'd love to buy one of those, to be honest. I should reach out and ask. Oh, nice tracking number. Yeah, tracking numbers or like the shipping notices some people were getting them thinking it was on the way, but they were just getting their notice. What model number do you have? Model number. I don't see anything. I said the serial number, but Guitar Geo says I called the local GameStop and asked if they were going to have the Sprint. They told me they never heard of it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I asked about that. I did an interview with Ben Jones, and we asked, one of the questions was, are we going to see advertising for this console? But pretty much, you know, it's word of mouth. It's all over everywhere. Anyone that likes retro gaming is all over these Facebook groups and YouTube. I don't think they really need to. I mean, it'd be cool to be like in Walmart, because people are going to, you know, oh, cool, look at this, and just get it, you know, those spur of the moment buys that know anything about retro gaming. But all of us are going to see it everywhere else. Number one is now broken or yeah. I'm sure they could fix it. That was, do not plug it into your TV's USB port. Some TVs have a weird voltage, and that's what happened there. So you want to use a brick or like a power strip that has USB. That's what I'm in. I don't even leave mine plugged in. I was so nervous because I have one of the earlier units for testing and to make videos. And if something happened, I live in the country, and if power goes out or has a big surge, I was afraid it would like fry it. And, you know, normally I'm not afraid of things like that. But when you've got one of only a few that are out there and you're making videos to go on launch day, I can't be messaging them saying, hey, we had a power surge, I don't have a Sprint anymore. So I left it unplugged when I wasn't like actually using it. Yeah, mine is, if you didn't get when I said, mine is 4,904 for my number. All right, so let's play a few games. I'm going to switch onto this side. Let me move the screen over so I don't have to look too far to see the comments. Need to turn it up too. I still have yet to do virtual audio. Man, I need to get that going. Okay, so I'll show you guys the menu. I gotta play Space Battle. They use the red box for Space Battle. For those of you that haven't seen it, you've got a QR code in the upper left. That will not do anything yet. They are populating the manual still. At least I checked as of yesterday, and it didn't. And then you have 2 versions of the overlay. I really don't know why there's two, but it's cool to see it in the controller. But the big version is higher res, and it's whether you're looking at a phone or not, you're gonna be able to see all that. So what I did on my homebrew builds is I did the manual cover, and then I had to use blue bars on the top and bottom, and I got those in there. And on the QR codes, whenever I did a homebrew, like if it was Intellivision Collector, I have the QR code sending people to intellivisioncollector.com, and I have Intellivision Revolution going to intellivisionrevolution.com, and I put Electronites to their Facebook because the website, they still need to update it, which I believe they're in the process of. So, I mean, I think that's a cool idea. Like, say I'm going to be at certain shows, and I'll put one out on display if I get a table, and people can scan different homebrews, and I can put a little note, scan QR code to go to the publisher's website, and they can check out the other games that are available and hopefully get a few more sales like that. So you can rate these 1, 2, or 3 stars. You push 2 and you favorite them. You can see the controls. You can sort them by alphabetical order or your favorites. Like it's going to group all the 3 stars, the 2 stars, the 1 stars. And you have options for display. I mean, some people might. I don't know anyone who's going to want to play a stretched out version 16:9. But if you like it that way, I mean, I don't care. But I like 4:3. I want to play the same aspect ratio that I grew up playing. So, but it only changes it in game. It doesn't change anything on the menu. So when I first was messing with that, I'm like, oh boy, it didn't change. Oh no, it's only in the game. I'm like, oh, that's good to know. So let's play some Space Battle. And happy Intellivision Day, guys. I forgot that. I've got my vintage 79 shirt on. That is not my year of birth. I'm 75. That is for Intellivision. And my main Intellivision Day stream isn't until later. But you know what? I stayed home today, and I want to play. I'm going to go live another time after lunch. How's the game volume, and can you still hear me? I don't have a lot of control over it because I don't have virtual audio set up yet. So you guys let me know in the comments how all the audio levels are. It's really loud on my end, but I know it's not that loud for you guys. One more. Uh-oh. It's going to turn up. I'm playing without an overlay, and I kind of know all the controls, but sometimes I hit one wrong. I played on the hardest level, of course, and this isn't very hard. Now, when you play Battlestar Galactica Space Battle, that gets hard. Oh, and I died. Chatting is not the thing when you're playing on hard Space Battle. PJ Smith, what's going on, sir? Let me catch up on chat here. That bums me out. I can almost always beat Space Battle. The first press release was in the news media over here in Germany. Some of my relatives told me they'd seen it. I remember you saying that. That's pretty cool that people were seeing it, like that weren't gamer, that heard about it. PJ Smith, channel member. Good to see you, buddy. Guitar Geo would have been nice if they included a nice collectible box to keep your overlay stored in. They did come in cardboard box. Oh, Michael's saying that right now. But yeah, there are boxes you can get, and I don't have it next to me, but let me show you. Gotta get to the other screen. So this is the one I'm keeping on my desk. If you guys saw this video, whenever I got this stuff in mail call, there was also a box version of this where you just lay them all in. I keep this right here handy. If I know I'm going to play 3, 4, 5, 6 different games, I can have the overlays kind of in order, not just flat on my desk. And that was from a video from Gen X Growing Up. John posted it, and I buy everything Intellivision. So I clicked the link, ordered all the different items. There were joystick adapters for Intellivision 2 controllers, Intellivision 1. There was that, which is called the overlay caddy, and then I forget what they called the box. Maybe it was just the box. but definitely go check those out. There's some cool 3D printed stuff from there. Again, Gen X Grown Up. They do a lot of cool stuff for all systems. And what do you guys think of this? Did you guys see this already? I posted it in the... Where is it? All right, now I'm back. When I clicked on this one, my mic's off. Did you guys see this already? So I posted this in all the groups, and man, I don't know if I posted it. My head's going 100 miles an hour in every direction. I'm going to post it on YouTube as well. This shows you the file structure. I have the file. If you don't find it, send me a message and I'll send you the file. I made it. It shows 4 games, all the different file options, how to name them. And then what's important here is you need to follow the sizes that are shown at the bottom for each device. You don't want it to be any smaller, any bigger, because when the menu has to constantly resize all the images, it'll start to stutter. I mean, it plays fine and you can still maneuver through, but it does do a little bit of stuttering. And that's from having to resize all the images, especially if you have a ton of games. And at first, it took me a while to finish that last segment. I had to get the detailed information from them saying, yeah, use the exact file size. So once I did that, ran smooth. I was able to finish my video late last night, and then I had to do all the editing. And but yeah, this is a cheat sheet, basically, show you how to name everything. If your game is called Pitfall 3, every other file starts with Pitfall 3, exactly how it's typed. And then each file type has its own additional, except for the main box, the game name .png, and that's the bigger box. Someone asked, why there are 2 boxes? There's a smaller box. When you're in the menu and you're on the game, it's the larger box. And whenever you are scrolling around, the boxes go to a smaller pick. And I'm assuming that has to be, like I said, it doesn't want to resize all those images. It'll cause stutter. I'm assuming that's where that came from, but that's not a verified thing. That's just my guess. All right, let's get back into chat. Is the display per game or all game setting? I believe it's everything, because I haven't changed mine once I set it to 4:3. Volume is fine. Game a bit louder, but clear. Okay, so that's the other thing. I'll turn it down a little bit, and then tell me if I need to go more. When I do virtual audio, I'll be able to see the volume levels and kind of adjust it, because the games are different. It's like sometimes you put in a game and it's like super loud, and then you put in another game and it's like super low, and there's everything in between. So doing it this way, where I'm not using virtual audio, it's literally just catching the audio to the mic. It's not ideal, but it works. But I have no way to like control it with just looking. Guitar Geo talking to NT Michael. Yeah, I saw that. Wish there were something nice, maybe like a plastic box artwork or something. You can pick one up for a few bucks. They're not too expensive. Gareau Heller 83, what's going on? Good to see you. Playing a little bit of the included 45 games on the Sprint. This is not my main Intellivision Day stream. That'll be later today. I'll also be on DJC Game Studios live show with the Sprint as well. We'll be talking more there. It's just I took the day off work because I launched that Sprint video, and I know it was going to have a ton of comments, ton of people reaching out. And I also figured, heck, we can go live a few extra bonus streams. I haven't done that, and it's a lot of fun to play and check out the Sprint. So went to sleep on me. Luis G. Intellivision Gamer, my favorite Intellivision game was The Power of He-Man. That's a good game. I didn't have it as a kid, but it is a good game. Is that game included? Oh boy. All of it blends together. I'll look here in a second right now. If it's not, you can add it to a USB stick. You can play everything. All the homebrews will play. This is JZ INTV emulator, the best emulator we could have hoped for. Can you plug in a USB stick and show us how it all looks? Yes, sir. I've got mine looking fancy just like the original, so let's go ahead and do that. So let me go big screen here. All right, so what I'm going to do, I've got everything moved for playing. You've got the side button, the left upper button, and button 5 on player 1. I'm going to hold it. You're not going to be able, I'll go back so you can see. I'm going to hold it for 3 seconds, and it's going to go back to the menu. You don't see that Elgato screen. That's just from my recording software. It'll just be a flash and go back to the menu on yours. I don't think He-Man's on here, if I had to guess, because that's a licensing thing. There's nothing licensed. I'm 99.99%. But you can get the ROM or the bin and config or the INT file and load it yourself on a USB stick. Yeah, definitely not here. I don't know why I didn't think of that earlier when I read that at first. There's definitely no licensed stuff on here. All right, what else was there? Okay, I'm going to plug in a USB stick, and I'll show you guys that. Let me clear this. Yeah. Flashing's like, I call it flashing, but it's whenever I'm going back and forth between transitions or I hit reset on the game when I'm playing on original console, it kind of flickers and flashes. And I don't like to show that kind of stuff, but I also like you guys to see the intro. So just like my video shows, it's the same stick that I'm using. And I'm going to stick it in the back of the console. Now, I can't do this at the same time. I don't have multiple cameras set up, so I'm going to do it this way. It'll be smaller. So there are 3 USB ports. There's USB port 1 and port 2. USB is the only one that you stick these USB sticks in. Port 1 and port 2 are for future adapters to use original controllers. And believe me, I'll be testing all of that. I don't know if I'm going to get those early or not, but I'll definitely ask to buy them and have them. I can make videos and show people how they work, and I can try all these controllers that I have, the aftermarket controllers. So I'm literally just going to poke this guy in. It takes a second and a half or so, and there you go. So now I still only have 4 games on here. This is the one I used for the video. So I put AF, which is from Electronite. This is an original 125 that's actually included on there. It already had all the files ready to go, and it's one of my childhood favorites. And then I loaded up a game from Intellivision Collector, Operation Cloudfire. Pitfall 3 is on here. These are all games that can be purchased in ROM form. I didn't want to show anything that you can't buy in a ROM form yet. I mean, it really wouldn't matter, but I just prefer to stick. And I tried to put one game from each major publisher. So again, I'll show you pushing 1. You're going to see that controller with the overlay, and then you'll see a bigger overlay next to it. And you press clear to get back. I didn't have that. I could have photoshopped it. But what I did was, if you're just coming in, I took the front of the manual and then I put that next to the overlay. So you can see the controls. You can see what the front of the manual looks like. And then again, I'm over it, but under me, if I'm not there in the video, let me turn that off real quick. I can show you guys. I'm supposed to be at work. My alarms are going off saying I need to clock out for lunch. Where is it? All right, so that right there, the QR code, I have those set to go to the publisher's website or Facebook. And that's just on, the games I'm side loading. And for me, that'd be valuable if I take this to an event and I'm letting people play the Sprint console. I can put a little, something down there saying scan the QR code to go to the publisher's website. All right, now I'm back. So let's play AF. So I forgot to show you guys that. If you didn't see my video already, so there's I don't even know how you say it. I've been saying JSON, JSON file. It's basically like beginning programming type stuff. It's simple, but I'm not a programmer at all. I figured out it wasn't too hard once the guys told me how to open the file. I edited it and I put Pitfall 3 up here. I added the description. I added the year the game was released. And I believe eventually we may be able to add the publisher. And if it's 1 or 2 player game, I recommended adding that. And we'll see if they're able to do that. At least the 1 or 2 player, because some games are 1 player only. Some games are 2 player only, like baseball and the early sports games. And some games are 1 or 2 player. I just think that was valuable information when if you're new to Intellivision or games you didn't have growing up, you can see it in the menu here as you're scrolling through the games, and you don't have to load it all up and try to figure out how to play 1 or 2 player games, or I think it's valuable information to show on the screen here. All right, let's catch up with chat, and then we'll start playing one of these games. And I left Tofu on. Aside from Boulder Dash. Yeah, Boulder Dash is in there. Pierre, what's going on? Channel member Pierre, what's going on? Good to see you. Yeah, really early for me. DJC Game Studios. I was just talking about you a little bit ago. Operation Shutdown. Thanks for testing everything, Casey. Appreciate your insight and sharing with the audience. Glad to help, guys. I pretty much know everything about this console at this point. And like I said, if anyone needs any question or any answers, has questions, just curious about something, I'm down for that. Love getting messages, love helping you guys. So I'm glad to help. I learned something today myself. John Hancock loaded up, for those of you guys that weren't here a little bit ago, is it what the heck's that controller called? CX78 Plus wireless gamepad. That controller that comes with the 7800 Plus. I guess I didn't get that far in his video yet, but I will. He has that loaded up, which that's kind of cool. I was not aware of that. So I reached out to Ben and I asked him what else they know that will load up and work. And then I'll do a lot of little videos. Every time I learn something, every time they change something, we'll have a video and we'll talk about it on the Intellivision show too as well. DJC says, I noticed there were sprites missing from the chip shot earlier, or was that just your bright? It could be the brightness. Let's try that again. Because I believe they were there. It could be how I've got it set up. I don't have the perfect setup with lighting and the settings on all this stuff. I do the best I can, but Luis G says, Intellivision Gamer, you can pronounce as Jason. Okay, Jason, JavaScript object notation, but Jason is the de facto standard. Okay, Jason, I'm glad you told me that. Thank you. I wish I knew more about programming, but I definitely do not. I'm going to get a drink of water from my DJC beer koozie. It's not as exciting as beer or some other drink, but I use it to show it off and promote DJC. I'm not used to talking this much. Everyone's saying hello. Would you live add some burger time and show us if it works? Yeah, I can do that. The issue is I'm a hardware guy. I don't know that I have all the ROMs handy to just add on there like that. I can do it later, and if I have to, I can dump one of my carts. But I use original hardware. I can take it off the PyRTO too, I think. Perhaps it's the green colors that has some issues with. I don't know. We'll try that in a second. It's interesting. Where are you getting the JSON file? Well, I was given information that I don't know is going to be released. So we'll see. I'm curious. Is anyone on my Retro Gamer channel? I tried to go live on both of them. I don't have too many followers there, and I haven't put anything out in quite a long time. Owazarim, are you watching on Intellivision Gamer or the Retro Gamer? Because that's where I first found you as Retro Gamer, and I see all my regulars, but I'm curious if I'm live on both channels. It says I am, but I haven't done that yet, so I don't know. But yeah, the JSON files, I don't know that they're going to be accessible. It's a quick, easy. I'm sure they don't mind. That's why they did all that for us. But I will have to ask if they don't mind. I don't mind sharing JSON files, but I have to make sure it's okay to do so. But anyone doing the videos like this, we get the consoles early. We get detailed information. We get files that aren't necessarily released, and to try to make the best possible video and show you guys everything you can do. So hopefully it's okay. And I'll definitely reach out to me, Pierre. Send me a message and I'll find out. Time to beat Pitfall 2 on screen. Yeah, I don't think so. Maybe I can beat the first Pitfall. Agree that the player number is important. Even better if it comes sort of a sort option. Yes, I agree. Like you can click, give me all 1-player only games. Give me 2-player only games. Give me 1 or 2-player games. That would be a cool idea. That's a cool idea. Although you could use stars to determine player number, assign. Yeah, you could do that. That would work. I was finding little ways to cheat on things like that as well. Oh, Chuck. You're gonna make me blush.
This is all Casey's fault!
He goes from that to I'm awesome. That is straight vodka. Don't let him fool you. Oh my gosh. Straight vodka? Oops, hit the screen. Yes, you are live on Retro Gamer channel as well. I wasn't watching there, but I am now. Sweet. So am I stuttering at all? Because I don't know if going live in like I said, I'm new to that. I've wanted to do it more, but I think the very first time I tried it, it wasn't working right, or it was stuttering. I can't remember. It's been over a year since I tried that. I just did like a test, and then I deleted it. So if I'm stuttering at all, let me know, guys. If it looks good on both, please let me know that as well. Huh. So it's a second or so-ish behind the other. That's weird. NT Michael says Pitfall 2 on Intellivision is more forgiving than the classic versions. I beat it on Intellivision. Huh. I haven't beat him yet. I rarely get to spend much time with one game. It's crazy. It's like there's so many to play. You know, I'm always working on new stuff, showing them off, playing just long enough to make videos. Some games I go back to. I do plan on doing that. Life's just been crazy busy for me. Pretty soon the house is going to be done. It is so close. It's like, man, it looks done except for my bathroom. And I'm so excited to have a regular door to come in up here and not through attic stairs. I can bring a CRT up here. I've got to start playing videos, making videos with the gun games. So let's check. I'm going to load a game here. My controller went to sleep. We're going to load AF. I love shooters. And then we'll go check Chip Shot Golf. And then if you guys want me to, it'll take a few minutes, and I hate to just sit here not talking or not playing a game, but I think I can load it. It's literally drag and drop, guys. You take a USB stick, and you take your ROM, your bin and config, your INT file, which is the same as a bin. I believe you can just rename them. Don't quote me on that. Maybe someone in here knows. And you just drag it to the root directory, and you plug it in. It's going to work if the file's good. I absolutely love this game. Forgot how to switch it. I thought it was they had like easy or I can't. So maybe I'm thinking of a different game. We're gonna turn on auto fire. Make sure you guys can hear. So you got power ups. It's an IntelliVoice game, and of course the Sprint. You can everything's just on. IntelliVoice games, it'll work. ECS games, that's what I need to test. ECS games that don't require the keyboard. David Harley made those versions. I need to make a video testing that. Also, Tutor Vision stuff should be working. It doesn't on this one, but I know they're implementing it, and I know the emulator can do it. So that'll give the option for homebrew guys to make some, a lot better games as well.
Speed up.
Speed up. So there are bosses on this game, which is so cool for an Intellivision game. I'm going to try to get to the first boss, and then we'll call this game good. I can't always get there, but I should. I think sometimes I cut stuff out, but I'm pretty sure I had gameplay on this one in my Sprint video. Uh-oh. Woo! Oh, I knew when it was going back and forth, it was going to get me right there. Darn it. My mind's on Chip Shot. I know I played it in the video, but I wasn't really paying attention to those kind of details when I was doing that. Every time you lose your power-ups, it's a lot harder to play this. Oh! I missed it. Come on. I need a power-up. When you get to the boss, you definitely need power-ups. Or want them anyway.
Power up. Barrier.
Oh, good. I got some good ones now.
Speed up.
Oh, well, we're not here for beating games. I just wanted to show you. All right, so I'm going to hold the left side button in number 5. I mean, I can hit the reset on the Switch console because I'm literally right in front of it, but you don't want to do that. That was something that I brought up early on, and it's great to see him implement those things. If you're sitting on your couch, you don't want to get up and walk over to the console and be stuck. You finally got wireless controllers and you're far away. So they implemented the side button in number 5 on controller 1. Let me catch up on chat here. I couldn't figure out what to do with Pitfall 2 on C64. I played it a little bit, and I have Pitfall 3 as well. That's on Intellivision only, I think. Does each game and JSON files, etc., need to be in a folder per game? Right, it's all in the root directory right now. So I'm pretty sure we're going to have folders, but it's not a thing yet. So let's hope they can get that worked out because that'll help us organize things. But every game has every file. So like every game has a JSON file, every game has a box. Like it's all like on their own. It's not like one file that you're putting all the games in. Yeah, that Trichome. This game is awesome. There's so many good games, but I love this. That game's really good. TORQ, what's going on? TORQ, the Real Brutal Deluxe. Get the darn power-ups. I was trying. I'm not as good at games as you are, sir. We'll find out later today. All right, so what was I going to do? I was going to check out Chip Shot. So when I want to go back to the original, which eventually what I'm going to do, I'm going to just take all the game files that are loaded, put them on my USB stick, leave the USB stick in. I know some people, USB hub where you have the buttons. I've seen some people are going to have homebrew, original 125, demos, and they're going to just push a button on and off and load the different USB sticks. But right now, I'm just going to unplug it, and you'll see it takes just a little bit, and you're back to the main menu. And now we're going to check out Chip Shot. Let's check it out. So right there, yeah, I don't think it there it shows it. Is that what you're talking about, Chuck? The green arrows on the green? You can see it cycles through 3 different pictures. What I haven't tried, I don't know if you'd want to. So for my homebrew games, I did the title screen and then 2 gameplay screens, and I tried to make them something different, not close to the same time. And I haven't tried putting a 4th. If I put, the game Snap 4, does it just keep going, or is there a limit? I don't know. That's something to try. I mean, you could probably just do 1 or 2 if you want to. It takes a lot of time. They said around 256, but I don't think anyone's actually tried it. But like I said, you do want to get your file size the exact same on all the artwork as what I stated. You don't want to have the unit resizing all those files. You just scroll around. So see right here, right there's a bigger box. And then as you scroll, the games go smaller. That's why you have the 2 sizes, I'm pretty sure, because you don't want it resizing. It has to have those files. Otherwise, it's doing that work as you're scrolling. General Heller 83, Asser, Chip Shot, and Burger Time. Give that Pitfall 3 a run. The screenshots remind me of Pitfall 2. Pitfall 2 and 3 are the same. I think Pitfall 3 is like the lost levels or the something of the Pitfall 2, but on Intellivision, they're separate games. It all blended together like bright green on your video. That could be from something to do with the process. We'll look right now. Inti Michael says Pitfall 3 are the hidden caves. Yes. I think on Pitfall 2 on other consoles, it's all on the same, but in Intellivision, we've got them separate. Jeremiah Thomas, finally the day Intellivision fans have been waiting for. They finally get an Atari. Hey, I love Atari. I was an Atari kid. Probably played Atari just as much, if not more, than Intellivision. I had the Intellivision. I had one neighbor that had Odyssey 2, and then every other kid that had games had an Atari 2600. We rotated whoever's house we were at. We played their games. I don't even remember there ever being a rivalry or all games are better on here. I don't remember us ever talking like that. We just played whatever fun games the kid had at their house and enjoyed playing different stuff. We enjoyed them all. And I have a large Atari collection too, trust me. Sleep is overrated, Casey. Won't be sleeping until Christmas. Man, I'm getting more and more like Mike's Gaming Gala. Not quite like him. He can go like on a few hours sleep. I'm getting too old for that crap. But like last night, I was up till midnight. I had to get it done. Jesse, Ivory Tower Collections, what's going on? You're included. There's still people I think I need to respond to. Man, my phone goes off like crazy. I'm trying to do all the videos, and then I forget to go back later. And, kid stuff sometimes, getting ready for bed or ready for school. And I'm sleep deprived right now. My head's all foggy. Oh, and I just scrolled past. All right, so let's check out Chip Shot. It shows it in the screenshot. Let's see what happens here in the game. It could be my setup. I'll look at the TV versus what you guys see, and you let me know. And speaking of this, Chip Shot Golf League eventually will happen, and you're going to watch me kick some butt once again. I love all the bowling league on Papa Pete, Chip Shot Golf League on DJC. I love getting together with the guys and playing the Intellivision games. All right. Let's get onto the green, and then we'll figure it out. Almost hit the 3-wood there. I'm 126 away. Got the wind. Perfect shot. Look at that. Oh, my. So I see him. Do you guys? I actually see him better on my YouTube video than the TV. The TV, they're a little washed out. What do you guys see? Do you see basically they're like a 90-degree, like a point, like an arrow? Chuck, you're going to have to let me know because you're well-versed. Now, my TV, they're a little washed out. I can see them, but they're very light. But when I'm looking over here at StreamYard, they're very, pronounced? I can easily see them. Jesse saying hello to everyone. You can barely see the green markers. DJC says, I used to get into fist fights over Astrosmats versus Asteroids. It was a dark time in gaming. Jesse says, I can barely see the green markers. See it and seen it in the original video. Okay, I see them here, but they are light. Maybe it depends on if a monitor. It's got to be the individual monitor because, guys, I'm looking at a television, a regular TV, maybe like a 32-inch over here. They're really light. It could be the settings you have on that specific TV. When I'm looking at StreamYard right on the screen in front of me, they are perfect. I mean, so I'm thinking it's an individual thing somehow. All right, so what do you guys want to see next? Do you want to see another game played on the Sprint? And again, I'm going to go have lunch here in a bit, and then I'm going to come back on again, and we're going to play more games. So you're going to see me all day if you want. And then we start the real stuff, 4 p.m. Pacific. We've got my live stream coming on for a little bit. Then we've got the Sprint podcast on DJC Game Studios. Going to be a lot of guests on there. We'll be talking about and showing off the Sprint, of course. Chen X Grown Up. Yes, and shouldn't you be working on something, sir? I've been watching. So I took the day off because not only is it we can show the Sprint now, it is Intellivision Day. And I'm like, you know what? I was up late finishing my video, and I am going to take the day off, which I plan on doing every year now. I moved to 6 weeks vacation time this year, which is amazing. I'm going to take Intellivision Day off every year. I'm going to do a lot of cool stuff. So I knew there was going to be a lot of comments and people asking questions. My phone's been blowing up nonstop since 5 a.m. on that Sprint video. So that's what I've been doing all day. I'm going to live stream now, go eat lunch with the wife. It's almost noon here. I'm West Coast. And then I'm going to come back on and stream some more Sprint games. And then I'll go on again about 3, and then again at 4, and then at 6:30. Usually the line between the green and the fairway is more pronounced. See, I see it on StreamYard. It's perfect. Burger time, I'll do that. Gen X Grown Up, good for you. I'm currently rendering, so I came up for air to see what you were up to. Definitely, guys. Gen X Grown Up, he has a video coming. You're not going to want to miss it. You know, I'm a small-time fry. These guys are big-time. They have it down. The quality on their videos are amazing. I've got information. I've got love for Intellivision, but Gen X Grown Up and John Hancock and those kind of guys, they've been doing it a long time, and they're good at what they do. So definitely check out the videos there. Ivory Tower Collections, you should play Time Pilot. Well, I can do that, but that ROM is not available, and I don't have it loaded up on the Sprint. Is anyone who makes a lot of these videos last minute, because these consoles shouldn't have been out early. Our videos shouldn't even be coming out until tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. But people were getting them in their hands, and then we kind of waited to try to sync where we're all going to do it together, and it came up as 5 or 8 a.m. Eastern this morning. The hot dog game. I'm going to do that. Hope you aren't cooking on cooking. No cooking duties. The wife went to Costco while I was doing this, and she brought back one of those rotisserie chickens. So I'm gonna have a few more minutes here. I'm gonna go eat, and then I'm gonna come back and stream again. Oh, no problem, buddy. I love watching your content. I love seeing you at the shows. Stand-up guy, and you have a lot of cool stuff like me. You just make a lot better video quality than I do. I'm a live show guy. Part Off-Grid Arcade, what's going on? Jesse says, interesting. I wasn't aware the ROM for that wasn't out there. It shouldn't be. I don't give anything out. Mike Wolf. I try to do it like Cyrus does. What's going on right at the end? Did somebody say taco? I don't have any of those. If you send them to me, I'll play them when you're here if you want me to. So let me show you guys. I will switch on over here. I've got things set up from doing my video. I'm going to take the USB stick. I'm going to plug it in to the computer and I wasn't prepared to do this. So let me show this. Give me one quick second and then I'll load a game. I should be able to do it fairly quickly. So now I just need to make the folder visible. If I knew I was going to show this, I would have had it ready. So now I have to go in, and this isn't stuff that I'm normally doing. And I called it simply Sprint. Where are you? No, not window capture. Yeah. Window capture. Where is it? I'm not seeing my USB stick. It's in. I'm looking at it. Here we go. All right. Now I need to go back and edit this because you want to see the other stuff. We'll just do this. Can you guys hear me? No, you can't. And this is the problem of doing it on the fly. I had to switch over mics because I have the new DJI mic set up that John Gen X Grown Up told me I should have, and I bought it right then and there, and I've been using it. I used it on the videos, and this is the only one because I wasn't going to use it. I did not have it. The mic on. I'm sitting here talking to you guys. So this is the back of the Sprint. This is the actual little setup for my video. I've got it plugged in now. You can see I can move the file thing around. Let's go ahead and I'm going to add something. So let's move this around. Now we had access to all the files getting this early. Again, most of the artwork, that's no big deal. The JSON file, I'm not sure. I'll have to ask. I don't know why we wouldn't be able to use that. It's just simple text. You can edit it with a text file. Let me show you what that looks like. I'm on a Mac. It's simply just a text editor. I'm going to have to go in and change this to show you guys. So give me a second here. Save. Okay, and this one is called Where am I here? Text editor, text edit. So now I got to change this again. Okay, so you can see here at the top, I think you're seeing that mouse pointer. You've got name, and I don't know how to type all this up. I just took one that was given to me and I edited it. So I put anthropomorphic force. Players 1 doesn't show up yet. They may implement that. I asked them to, because I said that's pretty relevant information when you're cycling through a whole bunch of games to know if it's 1 only, 2 player only, or 1 or 2. The year shows up. You can change that. And their description in many different languages here. Now, I had just changed the 1. I put English in all 4, and I typed out whatever I wanted to, and I made sure not to mess up anything else or do any edits other than the text. And that is the JSON file, and that's what gives you the name and the description and the year and the favorite thing all sitting there in the menu. Let me switch this back. Now that file is going to be screwed up, I'm sure. Switch it back. And now I got to find that one again. I think that's it. Changing it on the same one, I would normally have a different layout here, but we're doing it on the fly for you guys. Okay, so now I need to see if I can connect this up. Again, I don't have the right cable. Let's see if this works. We're going to plug in the PyRTO2. Got to make sure you guys are hearing me. Let's see if that pops up. I can pull the burger time from this if that works. My charge cable. Yes, it works. So let me pull up another window so I don't ruin this one. PyRTO2. I've got some of my homebrews that I put on there. Let's find burger time. And anywhere this file is, you're just, let's see which one this one's called. Burger time .bin and config. So, oh yeah, that's right, because the PyRTO just wants bin and config. So I'm going to highlight my burger time bin and config, and I'm simply going to drag and drop. You'll see it populate. And now I've got burger time bin and config down there. So I'm going to eject it from my computer. Force eject. It's because I'm using it. Let me switch back here for a second. I'm using it and showing it, so it's not letting me eject properly. I don't want to force it and screw up my files. Let me check this finder is using it. Okay. So I'm going to force eject. So now I pull it out of the computer, just loaded the files. I am going to stick it in the back of the USB port. And it's not going to show you how fast that's working. It's already going to be up here. Oh, got to turn it on. Going back and forth between too many things. So now we've got the whole boot process, which isn't very long, but it's longer than just inserting the USB stick. Inserting the USB stick is literally just a second or two. Okay, so now I don't have any artwork. So it's going to be somewhere. It should be somewhere in here. There we go. So I've got burger time. And what you're seeing is it's simple if you want to just load the games. You don't have to have all the flashy artwork, the descriptions. If you just want to put the games on, that's a heck of a lot quicker. It will put the name of the file up in the upper left, which my camera is covering most of it. But it'll just use whatever file the file's called. But if you use the JSON files, you can have it do whatever you want. I played with using the publisher and the name. Like I had Burger Time dash Mattel. I had Anthropomorphic Force dash Electronite. I was trying with different things in case that's not a thing. But everyone's going to do their own builds. So let's load up Burger Time. There you go. Burger Time. Took it right from the PyRTO2. Loaded it onto the root directory. Took it out of the computer, inserted it in the Sprint. It's about a second and a half or so usually. And you can be playing whatever game you just loaded. switch back over. Get back to the comments. I got to go eat lunch here, and then I'm going to come back and stream again. Yeah, John, anytime, man. If you need to know anything about Intellivision, I'm glad to help. You have me in Discord. Send me a message. Some things that pays to know the Intellivision. It's like, I'm not an expert at anything except Intellivision, but I do know that one well. So anytime you need anything, buddy, I'm glad to help. Hammer away. What's going on, Stu? Good to see you. Having a great white moment. Stick it. Just wearing wristbands and slamming beers. Inty fan, good to see you. So for everyone who wanted to purchase an LTO, they can get this instead. Well, I mean, you still want an LTO if you're going to play on original hardware. A lot of people are diehards one way or the other, emulation, real hardware. I love the Sprint. I'm going to have one in every room. So for some reason, if I'm up here, my wife hates it. It's like, I might as well be at the bar with buddies. But if I'm downstairs doing the same stuff I'd be doing up here, she's fine. So I'm going to have one in the living room. I'm going to get a lot more homebrew gameplay time in and testing, that's for sure. I'm going to have one in the living room, the family room, the bedroom, no bathroom. People joke about that. I'm not going to play the Sprint in the bathroom. But I probably would if there was a TV in there. Oh boy, all kinds of stuff. Let me see what else I missed. Trying to get through here. Got to go down and eat. I promised the wife I would eat with her until she picked up that rotisserie chicken when she went shopping. Yeah, I'm not sure if you were told, and you do the artwork, the file sizes need to be exact. I released it in all the groups, and I made a cheat sheet. If you don't use the exact file sizes, the menu will stutter, and it's because it's constantly resizing all the images that are being used. Stu says, which is better than Booger Time? Has anyone thought of making that indie game? So there is Super Chef BT that has like, I don't know, was it 69 levels plus the first level? That is the best version. The first one's always the same, and it's a random level after that. That's the best one. Torso! Oh boy, I'm 3 minutes behind. Sorry, guys. I was showing off loading a game live on the Sprint. LTO Flash is, in my opinion, that's debatable, but it's the best version of a multi-cart for the Intellivision. Josie did it. Same guy that's done a lot of the stuff behind the scenes. But I mean, all of them are great. The PyroTO, I mean, it comes fully loaded. It's like $35. You can't beat that. And it won't play all the homebrews, but it does play a lot of them. The back bit plays most all games. Some of them you have to edit. Intellivision Dude's great on the back bit. He can help you get anything working on there. Green Burger's my favorite. Mr. Poestyle. Sorry, buddy. I wasn't able to be there live last night. I was finishing up my Sprint video, and I had to do it. I was up till midnight. So I am going to watch, though, and expect a bunch of comments because I will be there. Everyone's saying hello to Poe. Marbs, man, working fine for me. Sweet. If you guys don't already follow Marbs, man, definitely go. We got a lot of YouTubers in here. Mr. Poestyle, Off Grid Arcade, Marbs, man, Gen X Grown Up, of course. I'm sure most of you already follow him. Who else? Hammer Away. Lots of YouTubers. Definitely, man. I'm glad to help. That's what I'm here for. I have all the Intellivision love. Can we get some sort of tool to do this? I know there are programs out there. I remember them from way back in the day because I remember doing things for, I don't even know if emulators, and you could take a whole bunch of files and say resize everything or rename it. You could do all of them at once. The only problem is it's just going to take them and squish them this way and that way. I took the care when I do them, each one, I want to make sure I get as close as I can. And then, okay, there's a little extra space up here. I'm going to crop from that way, or I'm going to crop a little bit here and a little bit here to try to make it look right. I'm going to do it once, and I'm going to get it how I like it. I didn't want to have weird looking files or like one box that's a little bit wide, another box might be a little bit tall. So I'm going to take the time and do mine slowly but surely. No Sprint in the bathroom post. I keep getting jokes about that. that yeah, Casey's gonna have one in every room of the house and even in the bathroom. But yeah, definitely not. I don't have a TV in there either. I know a lot of sports guys do that, but I'm not going to give anyone a reason to sit in there longer. There's a couple LTO carts on eBay for $400 to $500. Yeah, they're very expensive. There are 200 of them sitting ready to go. Josie just hasn't had time to put the firmware on. I think that's what it is. The firmware has to be put on there. He's the only one that can do it. Hopefully someday we will get more, because I had 7 of them and I sold them all regular price to YouTubers that were in need in the name of Intellivision love, and now I'm down to 1. So I was told they'd be out in a few months, so I started doing that, and now I'm down to 1. So if they never come out, I'm going to have to spend the money and buy another expensive one. Sprint in the bathroom has crappy games, I've heard. Trichome, you need a mobile one. So I do have this. I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with this large retro gaming group, but this is, I mean, if you buy every component in here in the build, it's like $400 and something, but it is really good, really good. And I've been playing Intellivision on that downstairs. I love that thing. I'm hoping that people will upload the image files and stuff for sideload. Well, see, we're not supposed to share ROMs. I can't do that, but I can help you. If you buy a Pi RTO2, they're inexpensive. It comes fully loaded with the 125, and I can help you with everything, but I can't tell anyone where to get ROMs. And there are, for those of you that don't know, Intellivision.us, a ton of like full-blown homebrew games, totally free. There are a lot of games that are $5. You go to Intellivision Collector, there are a lot of games that are free on there as well, full games. And you can also, for, oh boy, what is it, $11, $12 USD, you can get a ROM package, which will give you all the artwork, the boxes, front and back, the overlays, even gives you, if you guys don't know about this, I haven't done much more with it than Intellivision. I have a few of these hooked up. This is a Nintendo DSi XL. I have like 7 of them over here. You can play Intellivision here. The bottom one is the overlay and the touchscreen, and this is the gameplay screen. And they even come with those overlays for that. So there are a lot of ways you can play Intellivision. I plan on doing more videos showcasing a little more of those cool niche things, but I just haven't had time to. I work a lot to pay for all this crap. I have young kids, even though I'm old. You know, my kids are fairly young, and I got to spend time with the wife. And I doing all the weekly show. That kills me as far as time. Yeah. DJC says, I love to play Burger Time while on the toilet. The Circle of Life. Well, I guess you could if you had one of these, but I'm not playing in there. Bad enough we're all on our phones in there, and most people are. Brian, a TurboGrafx in the game Toilet Kids is more appropriate for a bathroom console. NT fan, any disassembly info yet? Like what's the machine of the kids or the I can't do that yet. This one was sent to me, but I promise you, when I get my consoles that I bought, one of them I'm going to take everything completely apart. I'm going to take pictures of the controllers, the console, everything, and I'll be posting it. I know there's a lot of people that have reached out that want to see that. I was not about to do that to an early console that was given to me for review purposes and to make videos. So, but I will be doing it on my own console. How are you going to capture the Sprint gameplay? I'm doing it. I've been playing on it right now. I'm in OBS. It's just a little bit different. You need an old school standalone Elgato 60 S Plus external that you put the card in and just press a button. I just have it. I have it into my RetroTink 5X Pro. Oh, no, I don't. I have it into my Elgato HD 60X. I can't remember what I have. I can't see. I can see it barely down there. I have it directly plugged in, and it's worked so far. But from playing it downstairs, because I'll have multiple consoles, I'm not going to be recording from down there. Chuck, I could see that. I think they need to redo the scene from Pulp Fiction instead of a magazine. Travolta could be playing the Sprint. Oh my gosh. I am 6 minutes behind on the chat. My wife is going to kill me. 40 people in here. Holy crap. I didn't even put this up till seconds before. Let me scroll through this stuff. Still no Sprint yet. Yeah, I don't have the ones that I paid for myself. I don't even have a shipping thing yet. So I'm glad that I got one earlier. I'd be an Intellivision YouTuber without anything to show. There are no problems, only solutions. Owazrim, batch converting is always nice for speed. Yes, but I like to make sure that each one looks perfect. Don't call me Shirley. Casey, make a pack for everyone. Casey's gold image pack. I really want yes, the LTOs are great. Backbit's great. The PyRTO for most people plays all the original 125, comes preloaded. Plays a lot of homebrews, not all of them. You can't beat it for $35. Sprint in the bathroom, shart. Just all the other files. Yes, I can help with files for the original 125. I don't own them either, and they're out there for everyone. Outsourcing that is what they did to me. Intellivision Gamer in chat. What's going on, Jerome? We're trying to end it here. I'm way late, and I'm catching up on chat here. I got to go eat with the wife, and then after lunch, I'm going to come on again. So we'll play some more games. But I figured there's going to be a lot of people wanting to chat, ask questions about the Sprint, see it in action, and I figured it'd be a good time. I took the day off work, unpaid, and we're going to play a lot today. We have a lot of cool stuff coming later. I'm going to have guests on. We're going to play for 20-minute intervals. We're going to have the Sprint podcast on DJC Game Studios. There's going to be a lot of guests on there. We're going to chat about the Sprint. What's going on, Howard? Long time no see. I was just chatting with Howard on the Creeper stream a little bit ago before I went live. I like to sink the shark when I play Shark. Thank you, Jerome. Hit the likes. No, I mean, Kepster the Sprint downstairs. Yeah, I won't be. That'll just be for, like, if I'm playtesting games, which I do a lot, or I've got new homebrews that I just really want to play. I have a lot more free time downstairs than what I'm allowed to come up here and not get in trouble with the wife. I ordered mine kind of late, so I'm not sure. I ordered mine early, and I still don't have my notice. So, yeah, I asked Ben about that, John, and they're going to come in and out of stock. So that's a good thing, that whatever they put for the allotment, it's gone. Amazon and Canada, here in the States, last I looked. But rest assured, guys, they're going to keep making this thing as long as they keep selling. I'm almost caught up, only 2 minutes back now. That is what it was. If you had that, you could record downstairs. Yeah, and I could do that, but I'm also going to have, I have 1,000 square foot house edition going in. And if I go, the door will be put right here. If I go right across, there's going to be another room over there. And I'm going to have some racing simulation seats and things all set up over there, and another entertainment center, a bunch of family stuff. I could set up a recording area over there where I could play, with all the family, make cool little, commercials for games and whatnot, record us playing on the couch. But yeah, definitely keep checking Amazon. I know in Canada, it's a lot cheaper for you guys to get it there. It will come back. It should, if it's not already there, it will be shortly. General Heller 83, I'm sure the Atari Game Station will eventually handle Intellivision games perfectly. I've seen people doing it. Hopefully it gets better. And John, if you're still here, I don't know if you were here earlier. Did you know, because I didn't, but John Hancock's video, he showed the CX78 Plus playing on the Sprint. This guy right here. I haven't tried it yet, but I reached out to Ben, and I'm asking him what other controllers he knows that will sync up and work, and I'll make videos showing people. Got to keep people in the loop. But that was cool information. Someone told me, I haven't fully watched his video yet, and but having other controller options sync up, of course, we're gonna have, let me reach it up here. You've got port 1 and port 2, and they're gonna come out with adapters that let you hook up original Intellivision controllers. I probably got like 20 different aftermarket controllers. If it works on an original console, it should work in here, but I'll definitely be posting videos and showing you guys what works, what doesn't, and keeping on top of any of the updates that come our way via the Sprint. I got my shipping confirmation today on the one I bought in October. It says arriving on the 10th. I also bought a second one a week ago. Let's see which one comes first. So I'm assuming you got it at a different location. Do you see any downsides to this new Intellivision? I mean, not really. The only downside is it doesn't play carts, but that's not really a downside, because if it played carts, it's not going to play the JLP games. It's not going to be able to dump it. It's not an FPGA console, so what it does, you stick in a cart, it's going to dump that cart, and it's going to play it in emulation the same way we're doing now. JZ INTV is the best emulator. It's the same thing related to Joe Z, and the guy that makes the LTO, the boards for a lot of the homebrew games. It's the best. And this way here, we can play all the original games, all the homebrew games. I mean, I don't think they could have did something better for us, at least for a first console. She's used to it, buddy. Believe me, she's used to it. But Saturday, I'm taking her out on a date, so we're gonna be streaming a lot. I've got the Sprint. We're gonna tell you guys a lot of stuff, and we're gonna play it. But I'm going out on a date night on Saturday. Yes, if I can get through these comments, I'm 4 minutes behind again. I'm gonna skip through, guys. Yeah, I spoke to Play On, my contact this morning, and they will be in and out of stock. Yeah, definitely. It's good though, because that means they're selling good. Amazon says arrives in December. That's the same for a lot of people. Some people are getting January. Yeah, I'm never going to get to lunch if I keep going. There's 40 people in here. John says, I have good confidence that GSG was meant to have Inti games, but with the Sprint coming, they masked my arcade to pull back. I saw it being played. I hope that, you know, that's a cool little handheld. I'm going to buy one. And then I also like those controllers. How cool would it be if we could use those controllers with the number pad, the spinner, and, you know, play it on the Sprint? I know, find a way to hook it up to the original televisions, but if I could hook that to the Sprint, that'd be sweet. Should be back. Yeah, they got to get everyone, all the consoles they ordered, and you'll see it go back in stock. That's for sure. Both Atari directly. Okay. The only thing about Atari directly, and actually Amazon too, usually I'm not getting stuff packed very well. It's either in a bigger box in the unit and there's nothing in there, or it's in a bigger box and they just laid like a paper down. It's like, what's that going to do? But for most people, they're not collecting it in pristine condition on the shelf, you know, like some of us do, which this is a mess back here, man. I've got so many things. You guys, you should see over there. I would say about 3 months worth of purchases. I can barely walk. I've had zero extra time to go through the room, and I have so much stuff over there. It's insane. I'm not used to seeing your stream so early. Yeah, I'm supposed to be at work right now for 3 more hours actually, but I took the day off because of my Sprint video. I wanted to watch other videos like John Hancock, Gen X Grown Ups video. I wanted to be able to answer all the questions that people have, which when I'm down there eating lunch right after that, I'm going to have to go through a bunch of those. It never ends between all the Facebook posts, Instagram, Discord, you know, the YouTube comments, people sending me private messages. Like I said before, if you guys don't get a response from me, it is not intentional. I reply to everyone. So if I don't get back to you, send me another one. It just means I missed it. I'm sure I asked that myself because they have versions that weren't, you know, licensed stuff, but you know, 45 games for the 45th anniversary. They had to narrow it down some way. I don't know who picked those. I didn't ask that, but I mean, it really is irrelevant because you can sideload every single game, homebrew and original. So whatever they put on there, I mean, they opened this thing up fully. They have opened it up fully since PRGE, which is great. And that shows love for the Intellivision fans, I can assure you. And they're continuing to update this thing. There was a lot of things that have been given to them from the Intellivision community, and they keep implementing things. And you're going to see some changes after this going in as well. And definitely I'll be covering all of those and showing you guys and letting you know how to do it if there's anything involved. Sprint is a different product, and Casey is right, but I will say gets INTV to HDMI. Yeah, without expensive equipment, I get it there, but you don't need any extra equipment. John says, add-on Sprint stickers or sticks, need some power games to anchor them. Yeah, we have a lot of those. Again, let me know. I got all kinds of stuff I could share with you, buddy. I don't think there's anything game-wise that I don't have. And I have most all hardware, including the third known Tudor Vision to exist. I mean, I'm one of the crazy collectors for Intellivision. Thanks for the great info. Great shirt, by the way. Got to run now. Cheers. Yeah, I need to run too, but I can't catch up. Stop leaving comments. This is for Intellivision. I was born in 75. I'm one of the youngsters that started with Intellivision whenever it was first out. I wonder if they'll start shipping. I hope they ship everywhere. I know Australia has, oh man, Games Den or something. Australia has an exclusive place that's selling them. Some places rely on Amazon. I don't know what places aren't allowed to get them, but if you reach out to me and send me a message, I can definitely find out for you. Uh-oh, new shirt. I'm in trouble. Oh, we're almost done. Oh, you guys are nice. You're letting me go to lunch. Would be interesting if the Retro Games gamepad works with the Sprint. I would love that. One that works with the Spectrum and Amiga. Unfortunately, sleeves fell off. Yeah, we're used to that. Sounds like you should do a Q&A video. Yeah, I like the live ones, but I thought about doing some posts. You know, here, give me all the questions you have on the Sprint, and a lot of them are going to be repeat, and I can just type things and show things or send a video link. People just haven't seen the other stuff. But if you guys have questions, leave them in the comments somewhere. Send me a message. I'll make a video or help you out if it doesn't require a video. I'm going to be heavily Sprint oriented for the next several weeks at least. Does not matter if you can sideload. Yeah, sideloading is king. And they left it wide open. They let us create the whole menu, just like what comes on it. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. I would like to know more about the rocket chip processor. Yeah, that's where my expertise ends. I'm not like a technical programmer, hardware guy. I mean, I'll learn and know what's in it, but I'm not going to be able to say like, oh yeah, that's the processor and this does this, and that. Can't be good at everything, and that's where I'm not good. I'm not afraid to admit it. Beyond Sprint and what they are doing at 700 plus, I think I have 6 of these now. So I bought the first ones, you know, regular price. I thought I was getting a good deal on Amazon at 75 recently. Then I found Woot for 50, and I got 2 more. And then Amazon Black Friday had them for 50 again, or maybe it was 60 for Woot. I can't even remember. So I bought another one, and it's like can't have too many. It's like I see that cheap price, and I just can't help myself. So all right, guys, I'm about half an hour later than what I should have been. My lunch is probably cold, and my wife's probably pissed. But I will be back streaming here within the hour, and I'll answer questions, of course, too. But I'm going to try to play some games. So if you guys want to see some games played on the Sprint console, all right, here we go. Let me go look real quick. I will send them right to your video from here. Boop, boop. I'll post a link to it, and I'm looking forward to watching that myself. Gen X Grown Up. There you are right on my left, because I watch you a lot. Intellivision Sprint, 39 minutes. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to share it right in here for you guys. If you want to go watch that video, please do so. All right, guys. Make sure I don't see it. Does that show up as a clickable link? Someone let me know. No problem, buddy. Glad to help. Yeah, go eat and get in trouble. I thought you were coming down for lunch. I tried. Did that link work, guys? It should be on both. Okay, both channels are here because I just saw it. It does work. All right, guys. Definitely go check out Gen X Grown Up's video. Top-notch quality from guys like him. And I'll see you guys within an hour or so. I'll come back on and chat with you guys and play some more games. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. See you all soon.
Rise up, get ready for the fight. The Intellivision gamer, shining so bright. Reviews and gameplay, he's got it all from classics to new. He stands tall, interviews and insights. He's on a mission, unleashing the power of retro intuition. He's got the knowledge, the passion untamed. Intelli rock the burning with the flame. YouTube's his stage, so brothers unite. Intellivision gamer. He brings the light with the game console.